news! BTS breaks K-pop records for US Billboard 200 chart ranking and album sales.
Psst. Are you a fan of BTS? Did you know that Steph is listening to BTS right now? Well, not right now, right now we're filming this. She's listening to BTS on twitch.tv/HallyuBack, and you can be too, along with other K-pop groups, right?
Yes.
She's gonna play a mix. Click here or click here to join up, listen to K-pop, watch Steph paint, and follow Steph on Twitch. As a lot of you already know, BTS has been breaking all sorts of records with their new album Wings, and they've broken another really big one. They have ranked the highest any K-pop group has ever ranked on the Billboard 200 album rankings of all time.
Yay!
It's pretty unbelievable.
It's huge!
I went on to Billboard.com to just learn about that website. I'm sure I've been on there before, but I don't remember. And it's really a huge feat what they've accomplished. They're currently ranked 26. If you go to Wikipedia to see the Billboard rankings of all time for K-pop album sales, they are definitely the number one. The second one is 21's Crush, which was ranked at 61. G-Dragon's on there a couple times. There's some other groups, but mostly K-pop groups have not cracked the 100 ceiling, like below 100, hardly at all. This is absolutely a phenomenal...
This is a huge deal, and for a long time, K-pop has been trying to break into the American market, to which I have to say, hello, you're there now, now make it work.
I don't know how much they've broken into the American market specifically, because Billboard does a combination of album sales and digital downloads and specific single downloads, I think. I might be wrong. I know some of you probably know better than I do about this, but the combination of things is what makes the ranking for the different groups. Eminem, for instance, has been on Billboard 200's album rankings in the top 100 for the past 5 years now. But did you know that BTS is in front of Eminem now? How crazy is that?
Well, they're actually also in front of Beyonce's Lemonade.
Right.
Beyonce, her album's been out for a while, so it's probably not selling as much at this moment. It was still huge. I looked and I saw Beyonce and I saw Adele and I saw BTS in the same,
Screen capture.
Yeah.
But it is possible that with all the digital downloads throughout the world that Billboard will rank them higher, so this isn't a representation necessarily of the American audience only, but it is a global representation of how much BTS has cracked that system or recipe or what's the word I'm looking for here? They cracked the global institution, the global music charts.
I think that this is a terrific time for BTS to announce a US concert tour.
Wow, that's really good idea.
I mean, they're so popular right now. They did have a 2015 tour where they hit up a lot of different places, and they have played at different venues in the US before. But really, again, K-pop is trying to break into the Western American marketplace because that's kind of, I hate to say it, but it is kind of a global status symbol.
That's where a lot of the money is. I mean, the money's also in other big cities, London, Paris, places like that in Europe. You can also look a little bit at South America, Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro. You can also look at the Middle East, like Dubai. They had K-Con there this year too. The thing about your proposition though is that organizing a tour is just so complex for K-pop artists, K-pop groups, K-pop entertainment companies. We know this. I love the idea in theory. In practical implementation, we're talking about a whole different animal though. I mean, look at what CL is trying to do. And by the way, we've been watching CL kind of closely. We now follow her on Instagram so we can see her posts. She's definitely hanging a lot of her future on this upcoming 12-stop tour in the US, one in Toronto, I think. I'm not sure exactly where, but we were trying to figure out why wouldn't she go for slightly smaller venues like the city, for instance, that we live in, which actually has quite a few different big groups, not just K-pop, but music in general, come through here. She's not even looking at cities our size, about 1 million or less. She's looking at the biggest cities. K-pop looks at only the biggest cities. Like, why not try to go for slightly smaller venues, more stops, more performances? That's not K-pop style at all. It makes things way more difficult. Even if they are looking at that,
Well, there's a lot of reasons that I feel that they don't do that, and one reason is because in K-pop, they're not just doing K-pop, they're also doing CF commercial modeling, they're also doing dramas and other television shows, and you don't see that as much with Western bands, for example, that just perform music. So it doesn't make as much sense. That would totally burn them out. That would totally burn her out. But BTS, I feel that should do a big cities tour around the world, cause this is the time, cause people are paying attention, and it would totally blow up. Now, I know that they have a bad history of concert tours. Their 2015 tour was filled with all kinds of issues and problems.
I think it was one big issue that kind of overshadowed a relatively seamless tour.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of big issues.
I don't think it was their performances, though. I think it had to do with whoever was helping organize all that.
Yes, it was like overselling concerts and seating arrangements and things like that. It was just
Fan
whoever
meetings.
was organizing it. If they can get that worked out, now is the time.
Now is the
Come
time to
on,
plan it.
BTS!
Comments Army, any and all information that we omitted in this video. I want to read your comments. The last couple of videos that we've done about BTS, we've had hundreds and hundreds of you comment. I scroll through all of them. This is how I learn about BTS. This is how we get more interested in K-pop in general, and you guys are way more knowledgeable than we are. We're sort of just bringing in the general information. Billboard 200, their ranking at number 26 is the biggest feat that we can think of. It's the biggest news story out of K-pop land for the day, so we're reporting on it. But hit the comments and let us know more info, please.
Yes, and click the like button on this video and click the subscribe button too.
Thank you so much for supporting us. That's it. We're out of here. Hasta luego.
Bye.
Look at this painting Steph created last night. It's so cute. It's Maki and Minho, and Minho's one ear is tucked underneath the blanket, and Maki's eyes are shimmering and glittering. Shimmering. Follow Steph on Instagram if you haven't already. She posts all her paintings there, and she's, well, I'm just so proud of her.